Alright, what's up, guys? Pepman Matt Morrow, Carolina Varsity. We're going to take a look now at the South Meck 7 Conference. 7 used to be South Meck 8. Catholics gone down to 3A. Now you've got 7 left. This league is wide open. I'll tell you that now. Projecting this order, um, it could go any way. And, I think these teams are going to beat up each other on each other all year long. And we could have a tie. For the conference championship. I think it's gonna come down to tiebreakers, honestly. So let's start out. South Meck, these are the biggest Lions that Coach Rocky White's had in his tenure. They've got new coordinators on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. They have some good JV talent moving up. They had a very good JV team last year. I think they only lost one game. I think by conference, this team will be ready to go. If you have not seen their non-conference schedule, they are not shying away. Just to name a couple, Marvin Ridge, I believe they're playing Vance in the non-conference. I believe they're playing Northwestern out of Rock Hill. So they are not going to they'll be ready for conference play. It might be a little bit easier, a breath of fresh air than in the non-conference. Harding, do not be surprised if these guys challenge for the conference title. They got plenty of talent on both sides of the ball. Coach Sam Griner, of course, won the Coach of the Year award. It's greatly deserved. Great guy. He's doing a lot over there. We had a little concerns about, the number of coaches he was getting on staff, but I think he made a good hire in bringing in someone that actually played at Harding. I've coached with this young man. I think he's going to help them a lot on the offensive side of things. That'll help Coach Griner maybe focus a little more on defense. And, these guys definitely have the talent to get it done, but the depth and if they can avoid the injury bug, that'll determine how far they can go. And, of course, you can't mention Harding without mentioning Quavaris Crouch, number 1 running back in the class of 2019 and the top 5 recruits of that class in the country. He's a really great young man. I've spoken to him on a number of occasions. Humble, hardworking, of course, a great talent. Javon Gwynn on the line, one of the best offensive linemen around. He's nasty, finishes blocks strong. Brahim Murphy, everybody knows the story with him. Quarterback that can run that offense well. He's athletic and can make plays in his own right. That's something you don't hear about a lot. Malik Dunlap at corner, NC State commit. It's really grown up. Great size, physical. There's a lot of talent at Harding. And, this is a team you can really watch. West Meck's got their crazy amount of talent as well. The Brown brothers, Diami and Coffrey, are really dynamic and fast, probably the fastest pair of receivers in the state. Coach Jarvis Davis doing a great job in turning that program around and taking them to the second round of playoffs last year. Offensively, they've got a great spread system. I really like what they do on offense. And defensively, they got a new defensive coordinator, former West Meck player. That's going to help them be better on that side of the ball as well. Of course, they lost Richard Latimer to graduation at quarterback, but they've got someone else ready to go. They did very well in 7-on-7s this summer. As long as they can stop the run on defense, they can go a long way because offensively they are really dynamic and tough to stop. Olympic Coach Fowler and his staff brought some guys over that were with him at Rocky River. Very good coaches. Seems rejuvenated. Of course, he's got Dylan Ernie at quarterback, and he's got some skill guys. I like both of their receivers on the outside as well as their running back, Campbell. Defense, that's going to be the big question mark of whether they can push from the middle tier and be on top of the league. But they've got talent. And one of the things we said about Olympic over the years is there's talent there. You just got to get, the most out of it. And I think Coach Fowler moving to the spread offense from the wing that Coach Wilkes used to run, I think is a good move. It's going to showcase those athletes a little bit more in space and showcase the talents of Ernie as well from the quarterback position. That's one team you watch. And then this next team, Providence, Cherry at quarterback. He's a really good player. He's really smart. We met with him in the off season, and I was really impressed with how he articulates and how well he does with the offense and the running back as well. They're both seniors, and when you got a senior quarterback and a senior running back, you've got something good going on there. Defensively, they played a lot of young guys last year. They're going to be a year older. They're a hard-working team. Watching them work out in person and some of the things they post, they are a really hungry team. And I think they feel like a lot of people are sleeping on them. And, you remember how Providence used to be. They've always been that team that, if you sleep on them, they can sneak up and bite you. And I think that's how I classify these guys. You don't know a lot about them. They've been kind of out of the spotlight the past couple of years, but there are good things going on. And Coach Bowles has really done a good job in getting the excitement going back in that program. And the running back, Julian Body, I think is one of the most underrated kids in Charlotte. He's a really good player. Archer Kill, Coach Kyle Bray's coming into the program his first year. There's a lot of excitement down there. They're having fun. That's one of the big mantras they want to bring into the program is for the players to enjoy it. And that's what they've been doing. When I was there back in the preseason, off season, they were pumping some loud rock music at practice. And it was a really fun atmosphere, and they were flying around. They really moved fast at practice, and they really want to get that tempo going. Of course, Luke Hefferly at quarterback, senior, very good player. He's got a good arm, good understanding of the game, and Coach Bray told me he's a leader. And of course, that makes your first year a lot easier. They losing the 3 linebackers that were seniors. That's going to make things tougher on defense. But they got at corner Shamari Wingard, who's a Division I talent and a really nice young man to talk to help out against the passing game. It's going to be interesting to see, how they recover from those losses. Do they have the linemen on both sides? I know they had a lot of them. I remember seeing that. But I know they're pretty young. So if those seniors on both sides, Shamari Wingard and Luke Hefferly, if they can lead their units, this team can push up to the upper tier of this conference. But it'll be interesting to see under first year Coach Bray. And then you've got Barry after them, Coach Travis Witherspoon. Good offensive system. They were able to score in a good bit of their games last year. I like the quarterback, David Hernandez, a good bit. He's only a junior, and he throws it well. Interviewed with him over the summer. He said his arm's gotten stronger from playing baseball. And this, I'm going to tell you something. These guys, watching them work, they're more athletic. They're faster. They're stronger. They're going to be better. I know Coach Witherspoon told me he made some staff changes, made some adjustments on the defensive side of the ball, and moved to a 4-2-5 to better fit their personnel. This is going to be a better Berry football team this year. And, you got to take steps in building the program. And, I think they took a step this off season with some of the things they did. Once again, this is a team that if you sleep on them, and they can score. Anytime you got a team that can score, they put some danger in you. So that's the South Meck 7. And I'm telling you, man, this thing is wide open. A lot of good teams here. I think they can beat up on each other. And at the end of the day, it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top. All right, well, we're going to have a lot more coming from these players, these teams, and these coaches. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it.